Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Pilates and everyone in the studio. Welcome. My name's Leah. I'm so excited that you're here. I always say coming is the hardest part of the class. You already did it. Oh, here's our friend. Come in. So today's class is actually going to be completely grounded. We're going to stay on the floor for the whole class. I have just felt my need for grounding this week, and maybe that has been your need as well. But to get started, we're going to start in a seated position, any position you want. It can be a crisscross. Your legs can be open, bent, however you're most comfortable. And we're just going to find our center, find our ground, and set our intentions before we start class. So first I want us to find this nice, tall, seated position. So I want you to think about the crown of your head like a string is pulling you up, like a marionette puppet. And the base of your chin is actually going to lower ever so slightly. A lot of times when we think stand tall, we actually lift our chin, but we actually want to correct that C curve. So we actually drop the chin ever so slightly. We're going to roll our shoulders up and back. I want you to think about the shoulder blades going down into the ribs. You'll feel it connect. You'll feel that connection. Sometimes I have to pump a little bit to feel it. But when you feel it, you will. And let the arms just relax. They can be down on the mat, in your lap, out on your knees. And then we want to talk about our sits bones. So sometimes I have to move my thighs a little bit. Get those sits bones nice and flat on the mat. We want to get as much surface area as our seated position as we can. So do any adjusting that you need to do. Finding that strong position. We're going to start first with our breath. We're going to place our hands here right at the base of our ribs. So you should be able to feel that bottom rib with your fingers. And we're going to take our first inhale through the nose. And we want to see those ribs expand horizontally. So we're going to inhale. The ribs expand. Then we exhale. And we come in. It's actually funny. When we think of making our waist smaller, a lot of times we'll hold our breath. But actually, our diaphragm stretches when we do that. To get our smallest is actually on that exhale. So let's do that a few more times together. And I want you to really focus on those shoulders not moving. We want to breathe down here from the belly. So let's take an inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful, yeah. 1 more. Inhale. Ribs coming out. And exhale. On that exhale, go ahead and close the eyes. We're going to continue that breath throughout the entire class. One thing about Pilates is we want to work the whole body. So yes, we're working our muscles, our flexibility, but we're also working our organs, the lungs, the diaphragm, our brain, our heart, all the things. We want it to all be connected into the practice. So throughout the class, I'll be giving cues on inhales and exhales. Of course, those are just suggestions, but it is a great way to get the full benefit of the practice. On that next exhale, go ahead and drop the chin down to the chest. The eyes are remaining closed. Letting the back of the neck release. And while this chin is down, taking a few moments to set your intention for class. An intention can be something you want to get out of class. Maybe you want to feel stronger, feel more flexible. It can be a reason you came. Maybe you need to release stress. Maybe you need to work on your self-acceptance. It can also be really broad. Maybe you just came to try it out, and that is absolutely fine. There's only good intentions here. And when you're ready, take 1 more inhale. And on that exhale, we're going to lower our ear down to that shoulder. So we're rolling our neck to one side. We're going to feel a stretch through the opposite side of our neck. You can even bring your hands to your neck and massage that part. Take another inhale. And exhale, chin goes down through the center. And we're gonna switch sides. Rocking that ear over. Again, you can massage the neck. One more inhale. And exhale down to that opposite side. One more time on both sides. This time, if you want a little extra stretch, you can place that hand on top of the head. You don't even have to pull. Just the additional weight on top of the head, the crown of the head, is going to increase the stretch in that spine. We inhale. And exhale, chin goes down toward the chest. One more time to that opposite side. Inhale and exhale, chin back to the chest. One more time, think of that intention before we get started. One more big breath. Inhale. And exhale, lift the face, open the eyes. Beautiful. Let's get going. So we're going to start right here in the seated position. We're going to bring our feet out in front of us into a forward fold. We're going to have our feet nice and flexed, and we want to think about flexing through the ankle. When you're ready, we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, leaning down toward the legs. Really bending that spine. Warming up the vertebrae. And when you're ready, we're going to walk up to a seated position. One more forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Try to find a spot that you can grab. So the bottoms of the feet, the ankles, the shins, the thighs, and pull that chest down toward the legs. Another inhale and exhale. Release back up to a seated position. Lovely. We're going to bring one knee into the chest. We're going to hold it nice and tight. This is going to be like a prop for us to hold our spine up. So we want to avoid sitting back. We want to be nice and straighter as best as we can. I'm going to lay on the I'm going to sit on the diagonal so the camera can see me. So our foot's extended. And when you're ready, we're going to point the toes of that extended foot. Everyone's going to have a different point right here. And when you're ready, we're going to start to activate the top of the legs by just lifting the foot up just a few inches. Hold 4, 3, 2, and drop. 4, 3, 2, lift it up for 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Beautiful. We're going to pulse up for 8 counts. Here we go. We pulse down, pulse, pulse, pulse. 4, 3, 2, hold it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rub it out. Beautiful. Hopefully you felt that quad heat up just a little bit. We're going to switch sides, hugging that opposite knee into the chest. I love when little movements can make the muscles quiver. I love that. When you're ready, again, pointing that toe. Use this leg to your advantage. Really hug that leg nice and tight. When you're ready, we're going to lift the leg up for 4, 3, 2, and relax. 4, 3, 2. One more hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. We're going to pulse for 8. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that leg, rub out the thighs. Both feet in front. Again, flex the feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Think of that intention. We're going to do it one more time. Here we go. We're going to hug that first leg into the chest. You have the option here of turning the leg out. So this is going to open our knee to the side. This is going to work the inner thigh muscle more than the top. It's totally up to you. Again, point the toes. We're just going to do the 8 pulses and the hold. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Beautiful. 3, 2. Just holding for 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. One more time on the opposite leg. Hug that knee into the chest. Pointing the toe. Again, if you did the turned out position, go ahead and do it on this leg as well. Get ready. 4, 3, 2. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Rub it out. Bring the soles of the feet together to a butterfly position. Grab onto those ankles or shins. We're just going to slightly lean forward, bringing the chest down. Opening up the inner thighs. Remembering that breath. Remembering that intention. It's really easy to think about that intention when we're sitting down, enjoying our breath. But we also want to think about that intention when it's hard. And coming back up, releasing. Go ahead and inhale the arms up, remaining in this butterfly. We're going to twist over to the side, opposite hand to that knee, looking over the back shoulder. Slight final twist. Beautiful. And one more. Inhale the arms up, switching to the opposite side. Glorious. Coming to a seated position in the front. If you need to grab a drink, please do so. If not, go ahead and join me, lowering down on our backs with the soles of our feet on the mat. We're going to activate this core, get our blood pumping. So before we get started, I just want to talk about laying the spine down on the mat. In Pilates, we want to be engaged the whole time. So just as when we were sitting, we want the spine to be straight. We want it to be straight here too. We have a natural C curve right here. So our spine will curl. We're going to correct that by lifting the hips slightly and rolling those vertebrae down. It'll feel like you're bringing your belly button, like you're sucking in almost. So even just laying here, your core is already at work. You may have to adjust a few times. So our feet are nice and flat. Hands are down by our hips. And we're going to start on our Pilates 100. We don't do it 100 times, don't worry. That's just the name of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale. We're going to lift the shoulders. We exhale back down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Double time. Here we go. Out, down, out. Up, up. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up right here. Chin is into the chest. Arms are extended long. You feel the base of the core. If you're quivering, that means you're doing the hard work. Keep breathing. 4 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it back down. Knees into the chest. Beautiful. We have this 2 more times. When you're ready, planting the feet back down. Making sure the spine is nice and pressed against the mat. Bottom core is engaged. Hands are extended. Let's go with the slow. We lift. And lower. We lift. And lower. 2 more slow. We lift. And lower. We lift. And lower. Double time. I think I went too fast. I want it lift. And lower. There it is. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. 4 more. Keep it going. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it up. Hands are extended. We have 8 seconds here. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the shoulders, knees into the chest. We have that set just 1 more time. This time, if you want a challenge, we're going to bring the feet up to tabletop. So our feet are actually off the mat. Our toes are nice and pointed. And we want to make as close to a 90-degree angle as we can. You may have to bring the knee slightly in just to hold your balance. But again, if you want to, you can keep the feet flat, totally up to you. Last set, we're gonna start with the slow. We're up, 2, and down. We're up, 2, and down. Yes, everyone took the challenge. Okay, last one slow. We're up, 2, and down. 8 fast, here we go. We're up, and down. We're up, and down. Remember the breath, up, and down. Up, 4 more, you got this. Up, and down. Up. Last 4, or last 2, last one, hold it up. 8 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, beautiful. Knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Feel that core release. Beautiful work, you guys. All right, we're gonna move into some leg extensions. So we're gonna hug one knee into the chest, and we're going to extend the opposite leg out on the mat. And again, we really want to hug this knee into the chest. So right here, we're going to stretch out the hip. And this is actually a great position for digestion. And when you're ready, we're going to point the toes of both legs. So we want our toes to be pointed and the calves to be nice and long. When you're ready, we're going to hover the extended leg about 2 inches off the mat. Holding right here. This is a bit of a balancing pose. The core is engaged. And we're going to start on our leg lift. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, and the leg is going to come up. It comes all the way until it's pointing to the ceiling. And then we exhale, and the leg's going to lower down. We're going to do 4 counts down and up. When you get to the bottom, the leg remains hovering. Here we go. Up, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3. Leg is still hovering. Up, 2. So right here, you'll be feeling it on the quads down, the back of the hamstring, the glute, and the core. Up, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3. Last one, here we go. Up, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3. We're gonna hold here for 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee back into the chest, rock side to side, good work. When you're ready, hugging that opposite knee into the chest, dropping, extending that opposite foot out. You can lay it on the mat at first, finding that balance. And when you're ready, we're gonna point both toes, and we're gonna hover that extended leg off the mat, 1 to 2 inches. Get ready, leg lift, here we go. Up, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, up, 2, beautiful. 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, we're up. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3. Last one, here we go. Up, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3. Hold right here, 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Both knees into the chest. All right, you know what's coming. It's both leg extensions. You have options here. So the legs can be bent, and you can actually bring the heels down to the mat. And what you'll do is you'll lift the legs, and you'll lower the legs. What this will do is take a little bit of pressure off your lower back and put a little bit more weight on your thighs. So, still getting great work, just shifting the weight. Or, and I'm placing my hands under my hips, just for support. If you want, you can leave them flat. Or you can have both legs extended, toes are pointed, and we're actually gonna hover the feet. So we'll lift for 4 and down for 4. Whatever option, you're gonna get a great core work on either one, but go ahead and decide. We're just gonna do 4. Get ready. Here we go. We lift. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. We lift. 2, 3. Find that breath. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Halfway done. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, And one, knees into the chest, beautiful. Rock side to side, good work. When you're ready, go ahead and use your knee as momentum to come up to a seated position. Grab a drink. When you're ready, we're going to move on to our hands and our knees. We're going to give this lower body a little bit of a break. Well, it's always working, yeah? We'll just work on our chest and our shoulders just a little bit. But when you're ready, go ahead and come and meet me on your hands and knees. We'll talk a little bit about our alignment here. So we want to protect our wrist and our knees. Those are our most fragile little joints. The way we do that is making sure our weight is right on top of it. So right here in a neutral spine, what we want to do is we want to use the mirror, make sure our shoulders and wrists are right and in line. That's the most important connection. The second one is that the hips and knees are in line. And we actually want to bring the core up ever so slightly. So it's a tendency to release the core right here and let the stomach come toward the mat. But we actually want to think about bringing the belly button into the spine, and that spine's actually going to make a straight line instead. So this is already work. The feet are nice and flat as you can get them on the mat. Our hands are nice and wide. Again, as much surface area on the ground as we can. And our elbows are facing to the back. We're going to start with some yoga push-ups. So what it's going to be is our elbows are going to stay into the body. I've also heard it called bowing dog. If you've ever seen a dog do a little bow, and we're just going to do those. It's just a little movement. Our face isn't going all the way to the mat. Just warming up those triceps. Get ready. Here we go. We're down and up, down and up, down and up. Elbows are nice into the body. Down and up, down and up. Last two. Hold it down. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms. You can open the knees, sit back in child's pose. Let the shoulders and arms just release to the mat. We have that 2 more times. We have some options for additional challenge if you want to take it. So when you're ready, join me back on your hands and knees. Starting first in the neutral, where the shoulders, knees are nice and fine. Core is nice, tucked and engaged. And if you want a challenge, we're actually going to walk the hands up about 3 inches. And then we're going to bring our shoulders back over the wrist. So you'll see how my body is pitched ever so slightly forward. This is putting more weight on the shoulders for those tricep dips or yoga push-ups. Get ready. Here we go. We're down and up, down and up, down and up, down. 4 more. Down and up, down and up. Last 2. Hold it down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Sit back in child's pose. If your arms are quivering, that's great. That means they're working hard. We have that one more time. Again, the challenge is optional. All right, last set. We got this. Starting first in that neutral position again. If you want to take the challenge, walking the arms up. If you want an even bigger challenge, walking the arms up, maybe 2 inches forward, bringing the shoulders on top. So I'm almost in a push-up position. If you're really good at push-ups, you are welcome to come on the feet. I am not very good at push-ups, so I'm staying down. All right, last set. Here we go. We're down and up, down and up, down and up. 4 more. Down and up, down and up. Last 2. Hold it down. 8 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Sit back in child's pose. Awesome. Find that breath again. Feel pride, that's great work, you guys. Let's stretch out these arms and shoulders just a little bit. So we're gonna inhale, lift one arm up to the sky. We're gonna exhale, weave it under the opposite shoulder. Lay down on that shoulder. And releasing. Go ahead and inhale that opposite arm up. And exhale, weaving it through the shoulder. We have one more series of work before we get into some stretches and our cool down. When you're ready, release that arm. If you need a drink, feel free to grab one. But when you're ready, go ahead and meet me down flat on your stomach. Last thing today is we're gonna work our back, and more specifically our back abdomen muscles. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the palms of our hands right here by our ears. I'm looking down at our mat, but if you need to lay your head over to one side, you're absolutely welcome to do that. My feet are nice and flat against the mat. And we're gonna start with some chest lifts. So all we're gonna do is inhale, we're gonna lift the chest just as high as we can, and exhale it down. The legs stay on the mat. We're gonna do 8 of these. Get ready. 4, 3, here we go. We lift, 2, and down. We lift, 2, and down. Lifting as high as you can, and down. Lift, 2, and down. 4 more. We lift, 2, and down. We lift, 2, and down. Last 2. We lift, 2, and down. We lift, 2, and down. Beautiful. Next, what we're gonna do is the same thing, except our legs are going to join us. So our legs remain straight. And I actually think this is a little bit easier. You may disagree, but we're gonna lift the legs in the chest. I find that my chest is able to come a little bit higher when I'm using the legs. But the key is keeping the legs straight. If we bend the legs, it releases all of the core. So keeping those legs straight. So if that means your legs come half a centimeter off the mat, but they're straight, that is doing the work, yeah? So we have 8 right here. Catch your breath, here we go. Let's go. We lift and lower. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good work. We inhale and exhale. 4 more. We inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We inhale and exhale. Last 1. We inhale and exhale. Now we're going to come up and hold for 8 seconds. Join me right here. 8 seconds. 8. 7. See if you can get any higher. Last 4. 4. Woo! 3. 2. And 1. Drop it down. Beautiful. Put the hands by the shoulders. You can go ahead and sit back in child's pose. Letting the base of the abdomen and spine relax. Beautiful work today, guys. All right, we're gonna stretch it out. So when you're ready, join me on your hands and knees. We're gonna bring one foot forward, and it's gonna come to the outside of the mat. So it's a little wide. And I'm gonna walk my foot nice and far forward. My hands are gonna be nice and flat, and I'm gonna lean into that leg. So my hip is gonna open out to the side. This should feel really, really nice on that inner thigh. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it back. And switching sides, opposite leg to the outside of the mat. Walk it far forward. And exhale, lean into it. To the outside of that hip. We're going to come into pigeon pose. So bringing that first hip again, we're going to bring our ankle to our opposite wrist. We're gonna drop that knee down. And when you're ready, we're gonna walk this back leg back. You should feel a stretch on the outside of this hip muscle. If you need to bring the foot closer to the opposite leg, you're welcome to do that. If you feel as though you still need a deeper stretch, you can drop the top of the body lower to the floor. Finding your breath right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Releasing. Shake it out if you need. Opposite leg. Bringing that wrist, that ankle to the wrist. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle that back foot back. One side may be more flexible than the other, totally normal. But finding where you feel a stretch, wherever that is for your body. Is called a toe stretch. So we're actually going to be on the knees and we're going to tuck the toes underneath themselves. So we're going to tuck, tuck, tuck. Make sure you get all those little toes, even the little pinky toe. And this may be enough of a stretch right here, just sitting here. If you want more of a stretch, what we do is we add weight. So we're going to add our body weight. So you can actually sit back on the feet. We're just going to hold here for about 10 seconds. So your knees can be flat on the ground. I mean, I love your balance, but you don't have to do that. It was beautiful. No, I loved it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Release. All right, last thing, we're gonna inverse that. So we're actually gonna tuck the toes the opposite way. We won't hold this one quite as long. And when you're ready, we're gonna sit back on it. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Nice. When you're ready, join me in a seated position. I like one more tiny stretch, my favorite one, mermaid pose. What we're gonna do, we're gonna bring our feet over to one side. It doesn't matter how the position is, as long as you can sit up. When you're ready, we're gonna inhale the arms up. We're gonna exhale and lean toward the legs. You'll feel a stretch here through the side, but you'll also feel a stretch here on the crease of that hip. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, opposite way. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up one more time toward those legs. And arms up, release, switching sides, feet over. Again, doesn't matter the position as long as you can sit up. When you're ready, inhale the arms up. Exhale, lean toward the legs. Inhale the arms up. Exhale away from the legs. One more time. Inhale the arms up. And exhale toward those legs. Inhale the arms up. Go ahead and release. And when you're ready, go ahead and find a seated position. It can be the same one that you started class or maybe a different one. And go ahead and find that straight spine. You need to wiggle the thighs a little to get nice and flat on the mat. And when you're ready, just close the eyes. Keep the eyes closed, bringing the attention back to the breath. And taking these next few minutes all to yourself. You can go back to that intention that we set. Maybe throughout class you found a new intention. This year has taught us anything that needs to change, but change is not negative. It's just a pivot. Change more times is actually good. Take this moment to accept your body, accept what you have to offer to practice, accept what you have to offer your day-to-day life. We all have so much to offer. Most important, you have you to offer, which no one else has or ability or can learn to be. Feeling proud of yourself for coming today, for doing the work, for investing in yourself, your wellness. When you're ready to get an exhale, drop the chin down to the chest. You're just going to rock the head side to side, shoulder to shoulder. Still your own time, the eyes are still closed. When you're ready, find your chin back to the chest. Take one more inhale. And exhale, lift the face. Open the eyes. Beautiful work today, you guys. It's such a privilege and honor to teach you guys, and I love it so much. I end each of my classes with namaste. Namaste means the inner light in me sees, loves, and recognizes the inner light in all of you. And I do very much. You all be fabulous today, and you're going to kill it in the rest of your week. So if you would like to join me, what we do is we bring our palms together, our fingers come to our forehead, down to our chin, they end in our heart, and we have a slide down. We just say namaste, namaste for this. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a lovely rest of your week. Friends online, thanks for joining me. Hope you guys